All right, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. We are live talking about the tropics. We have activity in the Gulf of Mexico, and what that's going to do is boost our rain chances later this week. Wednesday and Thursday are the days we're pinpointing for pretty good rainfall here in South Texas, anywhere from here, Houston, Corpus Christi, the Valley, anywhere on the coastal plains is where we're focusing the rainfall amounts to fall by midweek, Wednesday and Thursday, and we could even see some flooding along the coast. So we'll talk about that in a second. First, the heat. Yesterday, we wrapped up the weekend, and we're halfway through June, and we're at, so far for the year of 2024, 7 days at triple-digit heat. If you take a look, last year takes the cake as one of the hottest years on record in San Antonio. Last year, we hit 100 degrees or hotter a total of 75 times, which is first place, and it blew 2009 out of the water. We hit 59 times back in 2009. And fun fact, 2022, we hit 58 total days. But the fact that we have in the top five some of the hottest years on record, and they were only in recent, let's say, 3 or 4 years. So very incredible, very hot. Last year, again, 75 total days at triple-digit heat. So far today, and this year for 2024, we're at 7. At the moment, we are at 87 out the door. If you have any plans to go out to lunch, or if you have the day off, it's pretty warm outside. We have a southeast wind, not as breezy as yesterday, but still moving on that range of 5 to 15 miles an hour. 90 at Del Rio, 90 at Eagle Pass, 91 at George West, and similar numbers across the area. Today's forecast, we're talking 96 to 97, averages 93, so it will be warm. A little bit of cloud cover moving through. Earlier this morning, we saw a couple of morning light showers move through the area. They were very sporadic, very light to moderate, nothing severe this morning. I mentioned that because there will be a small chance at an isolated shower this evening, maybe 5, 6, 7 o'clock, but not going to see much. Middle to upper 90s, more summer-like heat in the forecast for your Monday. Okay, so today's high in the upper 90s, mostly clear skies. There will be a couple of isolated showers out near Houston, down I-10 towards Gonzales, for example. But most of the moisture should remain east of San Antonio today. Speaking of moisture, in the tropics, it's very active. If you look at this full screen, to the east near Florida, low chance of tropical development, but what catches your attention is that red blob of tropical activity. Right now, Invest 91L is what they're calling it. Let me just double check that. It's just an area it's an area of investigation. That's what they dub these tropical systems before they turn into tropical depressions, tropical storms, and hurricanes. Currently, yeah, Invest 91L in the Bay of Campeche. So they're calling that. The Hurricane Center has designated the name that. Regardless of name, it is going to have a high chance at forming into a cyclone by tomorrow, by Wednesday. Remember, a cyclone is a tropical depression or stronger. For it to be a tropical storm, sustained winds need to be at around 39 miles an hour or greater. So it still has a lot of work to do because it's battling a little bit of wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico and some dry air out west. As it moves farther west, it'll encounter that dry air, and some of it will inhibit tropical development. So that is something that's working in our favor. And the more disorganized it is, the more widespread the rain will be. So if it's a tropical invest, if it's a tropical low, or if it's a tropical depression, that will actually mean and spell out more rain across the region. When it's a tropical storm or a hurricane, of course, wind speeds are a lot stronger, but the bands of rain are a lot more narrow as they swing in from the coast. So this is good news because we do need the rain. The aquifer needs the rain. Our lakes and rivers need the rain. And this is Wednesday at 8 a.m. More heavy rain for the coast, but watch what happens as we put this into motion Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. Rounds of scattered to numerous showers on and off. Same thing through Thursday morning, and then it should back off by Thursday night into Friday as that system moves farther west into Mexico. Now, the preliminary forecast, they're calling for 2 to 3 inches of rain in San Antonio, but 4 to 8 inches for the coast. So in some communities near Port Aransas, Rockport, Matagorda Bay, near Victoria, towards Clayburgh County, for example, towards the Rio Grande Valley, there will be some areas that pick up 6 to 10 inches of rain in some localized areas. But you can see on the forecast about 1 to 3 here in the San Antonio area. And of course, depending on where exactly these tropical bands of rain set up, that'll dictate more on exact rainfall rates, rain totals, And the intensity of the storm will also determine that as well. So we'll just have to watch how the system develops in the Gulf and where exactly it moves into. Excessive rain outlook. So this is basically a flooding outlook. So this is for Wednesday. Notice we are in the moderate category, so is Corpus Christi and so is Houston. So we're all underneath the threat for some moderate to high water spots in San Antonio. So again, this would happen Wednesday to Thursday. On average, 1 to 3 inches of rain, but there will be a few spots that pick up upwards of 4 to 5. That would not surprise me, especially south and east of San Antonio. Yvette, how many will these thunderstorms or just heavy rain? So Yvette, probably just, I would say for the most part, light to moderate showers most of the day, on and off. And there will be a couple of downpours that are tropical in nature that move through Wednesday and Thursday. Will it be severe? And regarding flooding, there will be a few high water spots. Some flood-prone areas could get, watered out. But in terms of hail, not going to be a threat. Strong straight-line winds will not be a threat. It's really tropical rains that feed on the warmth and humidity that will produce that flooding threat Wednesday and Thursday. So regarding for severity, yes, some flooding will be possible Wednesday and Thursday. And regarding hail and strong straight line winds, no, that's not going to be a concern. And main days that happening would be Wednesday night into Thursday for some pretty good rainfall as this low moves into northern Mexico and into the Rio Grande Valley. All right, we'll leave it on the 7-day a little longer. 93 tomorrow, and today and tomorrow there will be a couple of straight isolated showers in the morning and in the afternoon, but mostly partly cloudy and hot, highs in the 90s. Wednesday and Thursday, notice how temperatures go downhill. Average this time of year is 93. On Wednesday, 84. It's going to be a lot cooler on Wednesday because of so much cloud cover moving in and the rain cool day as well. Thursday, a couple of strong thunderstorms, but again, mostly just heavy downpours here and there. High near 87 on Thursday. Rain starts to back off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And 92 on Saturday and 94 on Sunday. Ralph, have you seen the GFS totals for rain? Yeah, so the GFS very aggressive on the rain. Let me actually show you. Because I've been leaning between the Euro, just because sometimes these tropical systems can, if they move, if they move south, we won't get much, but the closer it is to Brownsville, the closer it is to Corpus Christi, the more rain we'll receive. So it really depends on the storm center and where exactly it moves inland between the valley and Corpus Christi. Some models have it moving into Mexico, and if that were the case, that would mean less rain for us. Now, this is the GFS model. No, this is the European. Okay, so this is the European model. So watch. I just want to show the contrast between model guidance. This is the Euro precip accumulation. Heavy rain, probably 4 to 8 inches for the coast. But watch what happens as we switch that up to the GFS model. The GFS has been a lot more aggressive in the last couple of days with this tropical system. So here's the GFS. It throws in a lot of heavy rain, even some really, look at that. It's pinpointing between Houston, Corpus Christi, and San Antonio for a pretty good swath of rain. So the GFS more aggressive, the Euro less aggressive. Typically we take these two models and kind of throw out an average. So with the GFS being more aggressive, I would lean more towards the Euro. Again, these models will change in the next 24 hours. We'll give you up-to-date data here on KENS 5, but yeah, the GFS overall is a little bit more aggressive with the rain totals here in South Texas. From Corpus Christi to San Antonio, 8 to 12 inches in some localized areas. But again, we have to see how this tropical system develops in the Gulf of Mexico in the next coming days. Okay, so we'll leave it on the 7-day a little longer. It is wild, Ralph, I know. Hopefully, I'm not opposed to it. We need the rain. Our lakes need the rain. Our rivers need the rain. It's still drought in the hill country. We could use all the rain we could get, especially with summer starting this week on Thursday. Okay, 93 Tuesday, 84 Wednesday, scattered to numerous showers Wednesday evening into Thursday, and temperatures stay in the 80s through Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be a pretty awesome day regarding temperatures, but again, rain could cause a problem in a few localized areas. Drive safe, be careful, and plan accordingly as this tropical system continues to move farther northwest towards the Texas coast. Anywhere near Corpus Christi or across the coastal bend will be the focal point for pretty good rainfall later this week. Otherwise, scattered to numerous showers Wednesday and Thursday here in San Antonio. Have a great week, guys, and be safe.